Next, we got this news courtesy of RA regarding London Starlane Pizza Bar landing a 24-hour weekend license, which is fucking a big deal. Because I don't even think Fold has a 24-hour license. Honestly. I don't even think Fold, which is just around the corner from Starlane, has a 24-hour license. So I'm really cool. If you don't know about Starlane, Starlane is essentially like a really cool, small, I think it's like 100 capacity, maybe 150 capacity, little bar. They also obviously serve pizza. It's got a really nice little outdoor terrace space. And Starlane is like the DLR station around the corner from Fold. So it's a really, if anything, it's just up the road from Fold itself. But it mostly is programmed around house, deep house, minimal, that sort of vibe. Whenever I see the programming, I feel like it's a lot more older, the clientele. It's not as maybe queer facing or young as Fold, or as aggressive as Fold with the techno shit. But it does seem like a cool place to be. I haven't actually been there before myself, but I've seen video clips of people having their fun in there. I would actually love to do a night there one day. I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to put on a party there. I think that'd be a great place to put on a little kind of potential trial experiment kind of rave or something. Because of how small the space is, you could probably get away with maybe trying to fill it up, and you won't be much of a risk in terms of paying wise. I imagine deposit because of where it's at as well. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they're completely full up with bookings, but I'd imagine it'd be a good place to kind of try if you wanted to be a promoter to kind of run something. And I think because of the music genre, the kind of their sort of theme that they go with in terms of it being house, it's probably somewhere that would be a lot more interesting to kind of try and do something than the usual clubs that play the Euro techno or whatever, and you compete with everybody else doing the same thing. So this is really good news regardless. I would love if we had more clubs like this anyway in London, but hey, we have to kind of use what we have. So let's read the article here, courtesy of RA. London has a new 24-hour club. The team behind Starlane Pizza broke the news on Instagram today, February 25th, confirming that the Canning Town venue has been granted permission to open for 24 hours on Fridays and Saturdays, which is crazy because I think Fold doesn't have a 24-hour license, but I think they have like an extended license that they can use like once a month or whatever. I think so. Don't get me confused. Which is really sad and unfair because when they launched Fold, they launched it under the banner of like, oh, this is London's first 24-hour club, which it was when it first opened. But I guess now with complaints from the neighbours and maybe Newham Borough Council being a little bit finicky, I don't know. They've kind of pulled it back a bit, and now they get the opportunity to run that 24-hour license, but only for a few events a year. And I'm assuming they probably spread it out or only allocate it to the promoters who they know they can kind of make the most out of it. But it would be nice if you could just have it every weekend, like, because that place would be fucking rammed if that was the case, because people love staying there until the wee hours of the fucking afternoon. But anyway, we digress. They've launched a new early morning party series called Daydreamers to mark the occasion, plus a membership scheme granting exclusive access and free discounted tickets, priority entry, and more. Starlane, which incorporates a bar, restaurant, and club space, will host sets from Natalie Seris, Della Reef, DJ Perceptions, Hannah McCanna, or Hannah McCannanan, Sam Bangora, and Ollie Rant. Oh, yeah, big up Ollie Rant, that's my guy. In the coming weeks, there'll be also a 30-hour birthday event on April 26th. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to that actually. Oh no, I wanted to go to fucking Solomon in fucking Ibiza, innit? That might be good for my birthday instead. I'm not too sure, but anyway, they've got a cool video about it as well where they kind of talk about it. Let me actually get that loaded up.
Starlane is like a living room, the idea behind of Starlane is having a place where you feel like home. The whole why we create Starlane is to have a place that you can go with friends and family, not having to be in a big club, and it just be more intimate. In London right now, it's a huge gap in the market for a small venue with 24 hours license. And then
I would go as far as saying that there's a huge gap in the market for small venues flat all the way. For some reason, London developers, councils love a good 1,000 plus capacity venue. They love it. They love a good fucking Printworks-esque club. They're always going to be fucking granted permission, license to fucking open those things. But for some reason, there's such a dearth and a lack of clubs under 500 people capacity. Why? And those are the best. Those are the places where careers are made. Those are the best places where scenes are fucking birthed. Community are fucking cultivated in those sub 750 capacity venues. But we don't have hardly any. They always close. They always shut down. They never get fucking licenses. They always have to operate with reduced hours. Fucking Dawson, for example. Dawson was known as the place for venues under 500 capacity. Now I think the only club that exists on Kingston Road might be Dawson fucking Superstore. I think so. I think that might be the only fucking place that exists on that whole entire strip in terms of a club that you can kind of dance in. Absolutely crazy.
Try to apply for a 24 hours license, but also doing a membership scheme where only members and the people with tickets will be able to come in. There will be a door pick, and
I love that. I love that, by the way. Membership scheme, door picking, encouraging people to go more regularly. I think also with the daytime thing, although I don't like daytime parties too much because I feel like it's a depressing way to kind of get around our shitty licensing laws, but we have to make do what we have, so I can't be too fussy about it. I do think it's a good way to kind of reward the people who are really, you know, putting themselves out there by going to your club a lot and attending and having a good time. By rewarding them by giving them free entry, queue jumps, maybe discount and shit. That's all really important because those things add up. It's already expensive anyway to go out in a London night out, but when you got like free entry in certain things, that can really help.
there will be the one selecting the door, making sure that we have all friends and we have the right community on the dance floor and have the right people as Starlane on those 24 hours license. The idea behind is instead of you going to your flat and
no, that's a good point as well, because a part of the reason as well, we have to be honest too, for the lack of venues being open is the bad behavior of some of us, right? Some of us, you know, have had people that we know, we've seen people behave badly in clubs, and unfortunately, they are sometimes the reason why clubs are not open anymore, clubs have reduced hours, and they can really fuck things over. So it's really on, the onus is on the people to behave, obviously, but the clubs have to put themselves in a good position to avoid anybody acting out and to ensure that one bad egg doesn't ruin it for everybody.
an after party, it's actually for you to come to Starlane and be in an environment that is the right type of music. You can eat your pizza, drinks, and listen to the music with a really good sound system and the right acoustic room in order for you to, you know, to have the right experience in the party. The Daydreamers and also Starlane Presents and birthday, there's a huge lineup coming. There's some amazing artists. There's some of them that we cannot mention because they're gonna come as a special guest. There's some other ones that we're doing like Honor Uzo, Baz, John Demon, Dan Andre, Presley, so many other ones along the years. And in the Daydreamer, we're gonna be doing quite a lot of the after party. We're teaming up with some promoters and we bring the headliner as a special guest here. So some exciting times coming. So it's gonna be, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
And I love that too, by the way, the exclusive special guest lineup. Even though, you know, I want to see the set list all the time, I think it works well there because you kind of go there for the venue and the ambiance and the fact that it's the, you know, it's the afters after the rave, and you kind of get pleasantly surprised by who might kind of pop up and play there. So I think it's a really good idea. I really fucking like it. I'm definitely gonna go check out Starlane when it does eventually, you know, set up all their 24-hour parties for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It kind of reminds me of Club Divisionaire. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of reminds me of Club Divisionaire. The vibe of it kind of gives that sort of vibe. So I definitely want to see Wagwan. So what nights do they have going on there? They have a Bad Intentions night happening soon. No, this Friday actually. They have a Big Bang event happening. There's an OK Hun happening as well event. That's actually a pretty decent one. Starlane Presents with Brain Surfers. There's a Stewart night, disco, tech house, garage, trance, all under one roof as well. So looks like some good nights happening there over at fucking Starlane. Open from 10 to 6 a.m. I think most of the time. And I'm eager to see what they have going on going forward. Big up the blood clot Starlane. Big up the blood clot Starlane.